Now I know that adjectives like milestone, like game changer, like watershed, these are very frequently used after polls that throw up somewhat contrarian, somewhat unexpected results. But even after adjusting for this caveat, I would call the October 2019 mini national elections a juggernaut-stopper. Now here are my 6 takeaways on those elections. 1. The Modi Delta, that Modi Delta, the change that Prime Minister Modi commands in votes because of himself, it's almost a fantastic 12, perhaps even 15 percentage points. Now we all know that the BJP scores a considerably higher vote share when Prime Minister Modi is on the ballot, that is, when the voter is seeking to give him a direct mandate. And that sort of falls away dramatically when he is canvassing for votes for his party in state elections. Now, collating the differential between the past 2 Lok Sabha elections and 14 assembly elections, and these 14 include Maharashtra and Haryana in 2014 as well as in the week gone by. I estimate that the Modi Delta is closer to 12, perhaps even 15 percentage points. That is, if the BJP gets 35% in a state election, it could score close to 47 to 50% in that state in a national or the Lok Sabha election where Prime Minister Modi is on the ballot. Now this almost predictable dichotomy is quite unprecedented in any electoral democracy. 2. Congress's defeatism is actually misplaced. The surprise bounce by the Congress plus its allies across the country must convince the grand old party that its post-2019 defeatism is utterly quite unwarranted. Its 20% national vote share is quite a healthy minimum. It's quite a healthy minima on which it can build a strategy of political revival. It does enjoy a fairly natural resonance with an electorate which is looking for an alternative, and this is especially among the poor, among the disenfranchised, in vast spaces of northwest and central India. Of course, this also means that regional strong leaders, regional titans, whether it's an Amrinder Singh in Punjab or Ashok Gehlot in Rajasthan or Kamal Nath in Madhya Pradesh or Bhupinder Hooda in Haryana or of course ally Sharad Pawar in Maharashtra, these should be empowered without being fettered by what's called the Delhi leadership. Now the third takeaway, the changing political impact of the MLAs count, the count of MLAs. Often we look at a party's count in the Lok Sabha to measure its strength, but a far more elemental metric is the number of MLAs in the kitty of that party. Remember, an MP at an average represents over 2 million, about 20 lakh citizens, while an MLA is accountable to about a tenth, to about 2 lakh or 200,000 people. Therefore, an MLA's clout with his constituents is far more intimate and forceful. Now, the UPA plus opposition parties have been, consistently adding to their arsenal of MLAs with pretty strong, ever-increasing velocity over the last 12 months, especially after the Punjab, Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, Chhattisgarh, Maharashtra, Haryana and other by-elections. Now, at a rough count, I reckon that they could have added about 200 plus MLAs. Now, that's an accretion of over 25% to their earlier numerical strength. Now, this gives the non-NDA parties a rather solid base on which to reconstruct their political fortunes. Takeaway number 4, cultural nationalism, jingoism is now somewhat dwindling across the political space. Clearly, neither the Balakot strikes nor the jingoistic appeal of, we've killed Article 370, or indeed the graphic threat of we'll chuck illegal immigrants into the Bay of Bengal. Now, none of this seemed to move the needle with an electorate which now appears quite obsessed with unemployment and dwindling economic prospects. So any narrative that's based on these divisive political issues is a lose-lose proposition in these non-national elections. Now, if the ruling party harps on these themes, those leaders they start looking remote and dodgy to the electorate. And if, of course, the opposition tries to counter this kind of narrative forcefully, the opposition risks sort of ratcheting up emotions and thereby distracting from bread and butter issues. Takeaway number 5. Turncoats, they can't fool all the voters all the time. Now guess who were the real political mascots of last week of October's polls? No, it wasn't Devendra Fadnavis, it wasn't Manohar Lal Khattar, but three relatively nondescript local politicians called Udayan Raje Bhosle. Now he's an ex-member of parliament of NCP, Sharad Pawar's NCP. Alpesh Thakur, he's an ex-MLA of the Gujarat Congress. Dhaval Singh Zala, he's also an ex-MLA of the Gujarat Congress. And of course, a clutch of other political turncoats who jumped ship to either the BJP or the Shiv Sena. They were quite obviously hoping to, ride the curry train, the gravy train. But a wise electorate stopped them dead in their tracks. Finally, the sort of 6th takeaway, jail means instant political stardom. Prime Minister Modi and his government must recall the folly of the Shah Commission in 1977 and 78, which almost single-handedly resurrected a hopelessly defeated Indira Gandhi's political career. Now, right or wrong, I'm not saying it's right, I'm not saying it's wrong. Right or wrong, our electorate is quite feudal and quite sentimental, about these strong or these son of the soil kind of politicians. And if the electorate senses that they are being hounded unfairly or they are being punished selectively, their sympathy hormones, they begin to work over time. Now just see what happened to Sharad Pawar after he was booked by the Enforcement Directorate days before the Marathas voted. Pawar's political stature just seemed to swell in might. In Haryana, the dogged Bhupinder Hooda, who was seen fending off a concerted attack from several central agencies, he acquired the halo of a true Jat, one who fearlessly takes on his tormentors. So therefore, the lesson is quite clear. An overuse of the agencies is a double-edged, often losing endeavor. The government must rein them in. और अगर यही विचार जो मैंने अभी आपके सामने रखे अंग्रेजी में आप हिंदी में सुनना चाहते हैं तो आप हमारी हिंदी क्विंट की यूट्यूब चैनल पे जाइए और यही वीडियो आपको हिंदी में भी मिलेगा. एंड ऑफ कोर्स you must not forget to like, share and subscribe to our YouTube channel right now.